Brontosaurus and Brachiosaurus.
What up, boys?
Yeah, okay, but is there still a Brontosaurus? Like, is
We are
Brontosaurus
live.
still an official dinosaur? Is that come on, chat? We only got like a
basically
Um,
we watched
Land
yeah.
Before Time.
I'm gonna watch the SCL, boys.
You know, I'm gonna admit
We'll
something right now.
pause music though.
I have never seen Land Before Time.
Oh, it's early, bro.
Like every person I've ever
It is
dated,
early
their entire life,
stream,
Land Before Time is one of their favorite movies,
but
and I have managed
they're
to
starting this
between
early for me, so.
avoid it my entire life.
the problem is you're kind of soft now, and if you watch it now, like you're gonna be crying for a week.
Yeah, it's one of those weird. It's one of those weird fire Jared now. Yeah, I've just.
Weird
never
shit.
seen it.
There's
I
they said
always
tech.
figured there would be
I'm
time.
wondering
I
what
always
tech
figured there
talk
would be an
means.
opportunity. And then
We shall see, though.
those people wised up and broke up with me. I didn't have to after that.
We
I
shall
just never
see,
really
though.
experienced it.
Oh, it's a good one.
Oop.
I mean, I know the Don
We're gonna
Bluth
start
movies,
this. I already started
you
this on the phone.
Fievel, American Tail, and
Mhm.
stuff like that. You know, Secret of
Goes
Nim.
West is the best one.
Yeah.
The what was it called when they gave you the eye? There was like give me the eye or whatever. Do you remember? No.
No, I can't
Whatever.
think of it.
That's fine. Oh, here's a funny one. Wow, funny weird thing. My daughter thinks she's just introduced me to the gorillas. Right, so she's like, "Oh, you probably never heard of these guys? They're like super indie. They got a new
They got a new album.
Like
right
she's
now.
14, so you can imagine how that goes." And I'm like, "You don't know anything."
I know, they got-
You know, but yeah, there was a new music video actually. It's super
Uh-huh.
cool. They did cells and everything. Like they did cell animation, 2D animation. Looks awesome. Super cool.
They're on
Great
Saturday
song.
Night Live this weekend with Ryan Gosling.
You're kidding?
No.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They are.
Well, maybe that's why it's all in the media.
Alright.
So of course now
There you go.
she sees it and she's like, "You probably don't know about these guys."
Have you actually heard the new album?
I have. I
I've
guess
only
I'm
heard the
just
song,
ignorant.
only
I've
songs.
So
never
they
heard of this band
got
before,
all of the
so
outtakes
we shall
from,
see how things are.
Every person that ever like subbed in, like clips of Dennis Hopper, all the things that they left on the table,
Yeah.
and basically have resurrected them all to new songs. So it's like the whole album is kind of a tribute to a forgotten and lost history that never was.
Sure.
Yeah.
Of their lost
Mike,
history.
everything's
Yeah,
good
I
to
did
go.
tell her. I'm like, yeah, I wonder they should collab with Blur maybe. And she's like, "Who's Blur?" I'm like, "See, you don't know."
But at least she's into gorillas. That's something.
It is cool, which means she's on the right path somehow. Some algorithm took her to the right place, you know.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Star Citizen Live Tech Talk with Sean Tracy. I'm your host, Sean Tracy.
I'm curious what tech talk entails.
No.
At
I'm your
least.
guest, Jared Huckabee.
Quick
If you've never
ads.
seen Sean,
No.
if you've never seen Sean Tracy before, just you wait. The first thing was a fake mess up, and then I immediately followed that by a real mess up because I'm a professional. I'll tell you, I'm going to be completely honest.
Run an ad real quick.
Got
Hopefully, I don't miss anything.
up here, it's kind of vibrating when I talk, and it's being really weird to me.
Okay.
Like I have an implanted tooth, and it's vibrating when I
What
talk right now.
did you get implanted that vibrates?
A new tooth. A new tooth.
I understand, but what's it made of?
No,
Vibranium.
I
It
don't
vibrates.
think it's secured
I'm just
properly.
Obviously.
like you're going bionic.
Sibboleth.
Mm.
Sibboleth. There was I did a show like a couple weeks ago. I was completely missing a tooth. I just completely missing a tooth. And the whole thing, I was like, I kept my mouth like this.
Funny.
I like this. I don't know if anybody noticed.
Yes, I didn't notice that.
My old man had the same thing. He had an old fake tooth on it. Anyways, he would
Yeah, mine doesn't come out. Mine's in there. It's just not in there super secure.
Oh, that's good.
It's vibrating. That's going to be weird. It's going to be a focus for the entire show.
Vibrating tooth, eh?
So, I'm your host, Jared Huckabee.
So, this show is called Tech Talk with Sean Tracy. Now, Sean
But
Tracy
why are these
is the
always
Senior
so
Director of Tools.
goofy
and
at the
your
beginning?
title is changed.
Actually, it's
What is it?
changed. Yeah,
What
it's
is
changed because they keep running out of words for
You do have one of the
different
longest
titles that doesn't come into executive because I I'm not in. I do not want to be in that C-suite. I'm quite happy where I am. Just below it and helping out with the developers because I like working.
Fair
with
enough,
them
fair
and
enough.
Keeping my hands on stuff. So it's managing director of technical operations, which is a big long title that just brings together tools, technology, animation technology, character technology. Yeah, and all
This
that.
guy must know it a lot.
Chat's like, so the D suite.
Yes, the D suite. Yikes.
Welcome to the D suite.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, definitely not an executive. A lot of people think that I've been, but I'm not. Like that's.
I
I'm
promise
I'm a
nobody's ever
developer
thought
like
you were
everybody else.
executive.
But I do have a lot of reports at this point. Yes.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
the tech pillar is a rather large pillar.
It's gigantic, actually, and right now our core technology group (CTG) is split in two, with two of us at the top. So Benoit's over top of all, and then Marco and I split the two.
So bro's one of the
with
vice
the
presidents
200
of tech,
onto one manager or
essentially.
whatever.
NTC
Interesting.
Transport says, Sean Tracy in the C-suite. Sweet, no, not in the C-suite.
No, not yet. I mean, someday, right? Maybe Chris goes and Rich and I can take over, but we're not there yet.
I wouldn't.
We should probably finish some games first.
Other people, maybe, not
Maybe.
not you.
Not me.
Certainly
Probably
not
just
me.
forever. Yeah.
Certainly.
I'm quite happy. Super happy.
So, while Sean works in the tech content tree, the scope of his work is not nearly as broad as Benoit's. So, one of the things that continuously challenges this show in our effort to improve as we go along is properly conveying and identifying the topics that are appropriate for our guest for the show. So, we thought we'd do a little thing. Look at that.
Engine,
That's gonna
editors,
pop up
tools,
from time to
animation,
time.
character tech, a
Today's
little bit of
topics
VR.
are
Okay.
questions and situations and improvements and whatnot related to the engine, which is Star Engine, the editor, which is the thing with the interface for the engine where everybody makes their stuff, all the various tools that allow all of our stuff to connect, whether you're using Blender or 3D Max or whatever. Big focus on animation and character tech. And then, of course, just a little bit of VR.
Yeah, and it's just because I'm helping. It's just because I'm helping. I can't take anything away from Sylvan's work that's going on with VR, which is fantastic and it's great stuff. But by no means am I doing nearly the hands-on work that he's doing. I'm just involved a little bit.
Gotcha.
Interesting.
So we're going to start with we're going to start into the questions as we usually do. We put a thread up on Spectrum. We went through and pulled the questions that were actually related to the topics. Let's just be real plain up front. The overwhelming majority of the questions were not on the topics or for this person, but people like to try. So we're going to get into the questions that were appropriate. And the first question we have was about the character customizer expansion. This was actually about 8 different questions that we've all sort of combined into one here.
I think some sound like freaking Facebook or
body
something.
type, height, weight, scars, cybernetics,
what is it called?
image-based face
I was in a
creation,
group with them or
VoIP
something.
scan import.
Yo, what's up, Berg?
Character customizer.
All right, so it's a great question, and
I'm not gonna lie to you,
all of
I'm
the topics that
extremely
they brought up
tired.
there have been brought
I
up
have
by
not
guests.
slept.
So the short answer
I
is,
can't sleep.
Yeah, when?
I have to stay awake.
There's a lot of pieces to
How's it
that.
going,
So
man?
one of the things that is
Welcome in.
coming sooner than it is later is scars, and we
Pick the
we
M's?
call that
Frick.
it's the feature and the technology of it is blood, sweat, and tears is what we call it, right? So it's so the characters can bleed, so they can sweat, so that they can cry. And what that does bring you is some decal support for the characters, and that's what's actually really critical to have scars and things like that. That starts getting
I don't know.
into so
Like,
the tech enables
I'm not
this,
sure
but
if
that
they.
starts getting into
I don't mind
design
talking about it on
discussions, like,
stream. My
okay, when does
cats.
a scar get made?
Something's
Right?
going on
Does a
with them.
scar last forever? How long does it last? How does death
It could
of the
be nothing.
Spaceman
It could be
work into
something, and if
scars,
it's
blood, sweat,
something
tears,
that we
these kind of
might
things?
not have already.
So I think there's a lot of great
We'll see.
conversations to come for that, but it will be completely enabled. So we're
Yeah,
going to be able to
or,
put a character in, just put the scar on them, looks great. But as far as that being a dynamic thing that happens when
We won't talk about
players play,
necessarily. I'm
yeah,
trying my
we're gonna
best to
have to
stay
talk
awake,
about
so if you
just
guys see me
exactly how that would
fall
work out,
asleep or
but the
something
tech
like
will
that,
absolutely
please
allow
wake me
it.
up.
So that's just on
Little
scars.
guy's a legend. Indeed,
The
he
body
is.
question is
He's
a
the
bit
one
of
who
a
could be
bigger
mentally
one.
stable right now,
And
so
it's
pray
already
for
been a
me.
mandate that Chris has put forward that he wants to be able to have custom bodies. Now, I'm not going to talk about the height adjustment because the height adjustment is a different problem than is the, I call it thin fat variations. So thin fat variations have been around for ages and ages and ages. And the old way of doing it is you literally have a thin one, you have a fat one, and you kind of blend in between all of them, right?
Yeah, take care of my animal.
As you guys know, we have a
Alright.
really, really sophisticated system in
Take care of that
DNA
animal.
within the face. What I'd like to develop and what we are beginning to develop now is DNA for the body. So DNA for the body would give us basically all the same abilities that we have within.
I know, but you guys have to wait, you know, freaking
ranges of body types.
take care of
that
your
you
butt.
could blend in between, depending on
I'm
different
just saluting
controls
you,
or whatever.
doing the
you
Lord's
do.
work.
So that's
I don't
where
know.
Chris wants to take this. Now, there's so many challenges, guys, because it's not just about doing the body. Like, I think a lot of people think about the customization. They see a guy standing there in an outfit, and they're like, cool, that should just work. I agree, but that amalgamation of a character is like 12 assets, all independent, right? If I would to restart this game again, I would make every body the exact same topology, every shirt on top of it the exact same topology, so that we could do those blending kind of things. But that's why we've got to utilize something like DNA and a Raptiformer on top of it to be able to do that. But so you guys are aware, when we mark up a hair or we mark sunglasses, toques, or anything around the face, it takes some time. It's a lot like skinning. We have to mark up the vertices to say how much or how little do you move, how do you move, whether it's elastic, whether it's a rigid. It takes some time. We would have to do that then with every single body asset. And just to give you some idea, we are nearing 1,200 body type assets within the PU. It might even be higher. That's the last I checked. 1,200 assets. So we're talking a lot of stuff over many, many years, and they're all in different states of, you know, where's the mesh, LODs, face orders. It's tricky. So the things that go on the face to make DNA work, we know the vert order of every single one of those faces, and we know the vert order of the attachment, so we can move it. But if we have all these assets on top of a body, we don't know that. So basically, we have to make a Protoss body, like we have the Protoss head, which is the mass average. Then we have to mark up every single asset that would be
I
on
am
top
so
of it
confused, but I understand it's a lot of work.
appropriately,
That's what I
within
took
all
away
those
from it.
ranges. So it's just a lot of work. So I think the first step, but it's a question I think a little bit later. First step is going to be something like Starware, right? And then we need to be able to look at the body adjustment. It's a question a little bit later on as well. The other place that we are able to use this is on new types of bodies. And what do I mean by new type of body? Well, I mean things like a quasi-grazer. I mean bodies like a worm. I mean bodies that don't have many attachments yet. We can start doing some stuff with those. So having, you know, we like to call them DNA creatures, makes a lot of sense. But there's a ton of challenges. Ivo Hertzeg has taken a huge look at it on our animation programming tech. Yeah, he's an awesome guy.
I haven't talked to Ivo in forever.
Well, I talked to him yesterday. Well, there was a bug in his code, I thought. And he proved to me the whole time it was not a bug in his code.
It's not a bug. It's a feature. Gosh darn it.
But yeah, he's already looked into this, and we've started sort of the investigations into it. So that's body, and I realize this is a very long-winded answer, but that's a lot of questions in one.
It's a very
So we've gone
complicated
over
answer.
scars, we've gone over bodies. What was the other? Oh,
Cybernetics.
scanning. Oh, cybernetics. Cybernetics much easier. We actually have characters that
You
use
just chop
cybernetics already.
and then
there's something like
attach.
with
Boom,
with
cybernetic.
CPU, and there may or may not be some within Squadron as well that we've used that. So to do it on a character is pretty straightforward for us. It actually relies on the underpinnings of Starware to work really well, because Starware will be able to adapt to different arms, different lengths of like. There's a whole bunch of stuff that will come with those attachments.
You know,
So I'm
I'm automatically giving my
truly
left
the
hand a
problem.
freaking
There's no tech stopping
bionic
us now
arm,
from
dude.
the cybernetics of it. But the question
Yeah,
then
I have to.
begets, can you
It's
take
a requirement.
it off? What happens to FPS gameplay when you take your right arm off?
Yeah.
Right? There's some questions to be answered within.
It could be just cosmetic, but that would not be a very Star Citizen approach.
Yeah, but how ridiculous
Yo,
the characters look.
Death
running
of a
around
Star
like,
Citizen,
okay,
as you
yes,
like
you can put a gun in your left
more
hand, but right
respawn,
now, all of our
maybe you need a
animations all very
cybernetic
much
arm.
expect that you're
And
holding
like
that
you've
weapon
taken
like
too
this.
much
So
damage,
they're just running
like
around like that. Like, come on.
maybe you like
that's not really gonna
a
work
tier
out.
1
Could we
injury
do it
to your
with
arm,
NPCs? 100%.
and you
Right?
didn't
No
heal it
problem.
and
I
died.
think you'll see a
You
lot of
lose
that,
the arm.
in
Then you have a
animation,
robotic arm. They have a
for
like a
NPCs
little bit
using
like
that
a
kind of stuff, 'cause it's
2% or
better, when you
3%
do it that way.
aim reduction.
So that is
That would suck,
cybernetics.
but
Image-based face creation.
Yeah, I mean, I love
hey,
this
bud, hope all's
conversation
good with the
'cause,
Kidder.
as you know,
Appreciate
anybody that's
that,
followed
man.
the project
Kidder
for a
is
long time
currently
has
at the
known that
vet still.
I'm really into the weird details tech,
he was
like
taking
the
some
VoIP
tests,
tech or
and
trying
I
to
am currently
scan
here waiting
things
for this
as they
get
might
the
be
call
aware of
back.
with all the
So
scanning systems
we'll
for
probably, if we get that
Storm-A-Thon, for all
call,
our head
I'll
DNA.
probably end stream
So this
immediately
is near and dear to my heart
or
because, of
raid
course,
out
when
and
we go
then
sit down on a scanner,
head
as you
over,
have,
come
right,
up,
and we spent a good time, we got you to shave, which
or
was
something like that. I'm
I
not sure.
shave semi-regularly.
yeah.
It just usually comes
Yeah,
back by the
we
time
It could
got
be
you to
nothing.
shave,
It could be
and scanned you up,
something
and now
bad.
we have a
We'll see.
Oh, I need to tell the community about this picture.
Oh, good. Hoping for the best. Me too, man. Me too.
You know,
He is my little man,
the dental dam.
and I don't want
So,
nothing. I don't have a lot of sanity left
So,
without him.
we
So,
have a great image community, and maybe if
how you doing, Whiskey? How's the day going?
I don't know. You're gonna have to make a Spectrum thread and really, really request this one. It is of Jared's teeth in a dental dam. He looks beautiful. I think it's great.
Teeth? What the
I
frick?
love the fact that
What are we
we
doing
now
here?
have 8 directors who were very specifically selected. I have this as ammo in case, you know.
Yeah, you don't just have. You're making this sound like it's some weird thing that I did for you. You have the
No, we did
entire
it for everybody.
You have the entire development
Yeah.
leadership.
So when we scan ahead, we need to scan the teeth.
Good, at work
because we
grinding?
do give you the
Heck
actual
yeah.
teeth of the character. 'cause
How the
if you put somebody
how are the
this
vroom
is gonna sound
vrooms
weird. If
doing?
you put somebody else's teeth in somebody else's mouth, it doesn't
We
look
do
right.
give you the
I
actual
want a
teeth of
Sportster,
the
bro.
character.
Or like
Yes,
one of
we
the.
do. Yeah, absolutely.
Hold
They
on.
can check in DNA.
Let's look it
always
up.
does It's cool. So we have Jared with his poor dental dam in there, you know.
Back when I
So-
still had the natural tooth and it hadn't been replaced yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because you just did that.
This just happened.
Yeah, that was just a few months ago. So, that's all.
If I ever
I'm
get a
getting.
motorcycle,
You can't, have people do that at home.
this is the one I'm getting.
Not the dental dam. You can do that for your own fun if you want.
At least
but,
something like same build.
In terms of scanning, nobody would want to do that. So
Yeah.
there are ways to get the.
Probably never
image
will get a
projected
motorcycle,
out
but if I
onto a
did,
character, but people have
that's
tried
the
this
one.
before in games, and I
I want a
referenced
Harley.
a very specific project, NBA 2K15.
Yep.
Go ahead.
While
and Google
American
it now.
made.
NBA 2K15 facial scan or face scan or yeah, NBA 2K15 face, and you'll see the results, and they're very unfortunate.
All spy during
Those
winter in the
results.
northeast.
So
Fair
if
enough.
you're
I
gonna
guess
do
it. I
let's
forget that is
work
winter. It's like
super frickin'
oh,
well, because
it's
again, you're
46 degrees right
portraying
now. I'm like,
players'
this is not
faces,
winter,
and
bro.
that is not
I need
something
some
that people-
snow.
As funny as it is, it's not something you want running around in the verse. So the only time we would do it is if we could guarantee those results. Now DNA kind of takes us that direction. So what I think is much more interesting is taking a FOIP capture or a webcam capture or even just an image capture and driving DNA as close to that position as possible.
Right.
And then bringing in whatever texture makes sense for that. Like you get the closest you can. So it's not a true scan. It's more of a DNA approximation of you rather than a full scan. I personally think that's probably a safer way to go. And I really
Got 2
hope
feet
you
of snow
guys
last weekend.
have
Nobody's
Googled.
thinking about riding a
Oh
motorcycle
yeah,
right
no,
now.
they are.
But yeah, no, that makes sense.
The search analytics for 2K15 just went up.
Do
Yeah,
some
sure.
people still
I
do,
actually used
or
that
like
feature
just
in
across the
WWE
board? No.
2K20.
Did it work good?
Yeah, I got it. Well, I was able to cover like the bottom half with a beard and stuff like that, but for the
really?
most part, yeah.
Yeah, it didn't mess up too bad.
No, you could tell it was.
Would you guys want to play a face scan for Star Citizen or no?
Honestly,
Do you
I
want
thought
your
they
real
gave up.
face out there
I
in the
thought they
verse?
just bailed on
Or do you
them.
just want
They
a
did
fake
for a
one?
couple years though.
Yeah.
I know that.
I know.
So maybe again, weather resolutions are higher. But anyways, I think that's a very reasonable way that we could do this. Is it going to work? I don't know. Haven't tried it, but I hope to get there.
Yeah.
Whiskey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't slept, bro.
The FOIP thing is probably the
I've
way
been
that you
up
can get all the
since
points and structure
2
from that,
a.m.
and then,
or 2 p.m.
alter the
yesterday.
structure, and then just find the
Precisely,
texture and
yep.
you get people half the way to.
Yeah, and I
making
think
their face
we've
right
got
there.
enough textures, especially now that we've done the new scan set and we've got like
I got a
60
face
or
for
70
radio.
of the new materials and all that in. Plus the skin tinting,
It
you can
finally
actually
clicked. I was like,
approximate some of the
wait.
skin tone pretty close.
Oh, you got
and
it.
there's a whole bunch of algorithms you can do to do that. So
I got a face for radio
you know,
too.
I think it's
You know what?
it's worth
Frick
the
it.
effort.
We're going radio style now.
But I can't
I'm
guarantee.
skin. No, we're not.
Because again, I work a lot on the technology that enables the developers. I'm kind of that should be my title. I'm your developer's favorite developer. That really would be the title, developer's favorite developer. So I make the tools for these
He keeps
guys.
trying to make this happen. He asked me to make it his intro at the beginning of the show, and I'm just like,
I love it. I think Chaperone's super cool too, but she was the one that really properly coined it. I think.
Chaperone is super cool. I got 2 different skins on Fortnite.
Oh, right from Fortnite. Yeah.
And there go any cool points I might have had.
Yeah.
Yeah, you played
Well, because
Fortnite,
before-
all
I
gone.
forget, I played Fortnite
0.
sometimes too.
Right back down to 0.
I like to shoot kids in faces sometimes.
There
Just
goes
like 11:30
your
at night before I go to bed,
freaking,
so I'm just
what's
gonna-
it called?
Yeah.
just
What's the
murk
word I'm
some-
looking for?
Yeah.
Best when you can say it's over
Social
bedtime, but
credit.
honestly,
There we go.
they tend to smack talk me better than I smack talk them.
Let's stick with character tech animation stuff for a bit. Let's flash. Hey, look, we got our topics there. Nice. Let's talk some male-female model parity, if you will. Why are the male and female player models so different in terms of bugs and feature support?
Yes. So we just talked a little bit. I mentioned it. The player heights. So height adoption. The reason we have different heights between male and female is we have different rigs. We have identical human rigs, but they are different heights and they've got different controllers, different offsets, all these different things. So that means that their assets actually get skinned independently. We also have different geometry in some cases. Like we take parity pretty seriously. Like we've made sure that when an armor goes out, it's got both versions. When it, and we don't go over the top with the the female version's massively different than the male version. It's darn close. I hope that most
It's
of the
like
time you
the
can still
exact
tell,
same, but
that
just
there is a
shaped
difference,
differently.
But there is, and it gets skinned
Most of the time,
separately.
at
So
least.
it's dealt with as a separate asset. And commonly,
The
what
Morzov
happens is
armor
that
seems to feel
somebody
like
just
it's
messes up
freaking the
one of
same,
them,
bro.
or they're in a rush, or we're trying to get a whole boatload of assets done at one time, and either the male one gets missed and the female one goes in, or the female one gets missed and the male one goes in. So it happens, but we are really trying to keep parity in place as much as possible. So the reason those break down is just because they're two separate assets, completely different. In terms of design and the data on the design side, they're identical. So we have one, it's called a record, a data record. We have one record, and then depending on what skeleton that record goes onto, it will go down a different path of geometry in that record. So for example, we just set a tag, it says female, and we have other tags like hanging. If it's on a hanger, it looks like the hanging version. If it's in a locker, it looks like the locker version. So it goes through this little tree of sub-geometries, we call them. So
What? Locker? Hanging? What? Who?
that's why it happens. But we do take it pretty seriously. So most of the time that something like that comes up, we absolutely try to do it.
Who? What? Where?
Another
And
big
why?
reason is some legacy assets, for sure, that just weren't created for a female in the first place before we actually started taking this seriously. Because if people remember, we didn't always have a female player. Yeah. Right?
Yeah. The team has been pretty good about this when it gets pointed out and brought up. Obviously, there's a lot of, you mentioned how many assets there are in the game to track. Every single time one has come across my path, I've been able to message like Armando and been like, dude, this shirt's been on the male model, only worked on the male model for the last like 6 years. Can you help me out here? And it's not a high priority thing, but it's still, it doesn't make it any less important. He's always been really good. Shout out to Armando and everybody on the tech on the tech art team. They always find a place to squeeze it in between tasks.
Yes.
And whenever they can.
Yeah.
You can't make the priority call above almost anything else, but there's always going to be those downtime moments
100%.
between tasks and whenever they can, they always squeeze it in.
Yeah, and I get, not to use the dirty word, but tech debt, right? That is what it is. That's exactly it. That's unfortunately what you're seeing there is a bit of debt that's accrued because of decisions or priorities.
Yeah. Steambag, first time chatter in the Twitch chat, says, so glad these guys have a stages set with all the cool toys to show us instead of a fully functioning game. Hi Steambag, I don't make the game. I'm here. It doesn't slow down any aspect of game development. And for most of this cool stuff, this is my childhood lunchbox. This is the lunchbox I had when I was like 6. Actually, technically I was 4 when I had it. I used to take it to primary school. There's no rust inside it. I've really taken care of it. Oh somebody play with it. My thermos is upside down.
Your house key's still in there?
Yeah. But this stuff, to me, doesn't slow down the game at all. It just helps communicate and helps educate. Helps let people know what's going on. So you
I like the javelin in the background.
Code.
I think it's cool.
Although I did have I was the first person to add multiplayer to the hanger module.
Oh, really?
Way back when, yeah. I got into a hyperfocus for like 4 days straight where I only slept like 8 hours. And I took the CryEngine SDK, I took the hanger module at the time, like the first one, and I took a less than legal copy of Crysis 2, and I basically just was comparing everything like this, and I basically managed to put multiplayer back into the hanger module because it just was just.
So you're why our Crisis bonuses were really small.
Yeah, and I packed it all up and I sent it to a guy in Australia.
This guy, well, this guy did some illegal.
FPS match. We did
Oh, burn.
videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
And everything, but
I'm
that's
playing.
what I
I'm
used to
playing.
do before I worked.
No, that's awesome.
It's not coding.
His
though,
words,
it's
not mine.
just raw
Data man.
I want to understand how this works, kind of thing.
That's cool.
But again, that doesn't fix a game really. It just causes trouble. Tools. How many tools would you say you've made, and how they accelerated development?
Well,
I made the
honestly, if you
hammer,
count how many
screwdriver
tools
thing,
I've made, it's not nearly as many as how many CTG has made, right? And we're easily hundreds and hundreds of different tools, scripts, because it's like, what's a tool, right? Is it an executable? Is it a Python script? Is it a Python script within Maya? Is it a Mel script in Maya? Is it Max script? We've got so many. TechArt has a whole bunch. We've got CTG tools. We've got engineering tools. We've got designer tools. We've got production tools. We've got, I've got my Frame.io to Jira tool recently. So there's honestly probably upwards of 1,000. I mean, but it's all going to, depending on what the function of that given tool is, because what it's designed to be. A tool here is.
All right, what's the thought so far? I have no idea. It's a lot of technical talk.
Whatever that may be.
Pun
And
not
a lot
intended.
of times it's to speed things up.
They talked about character
That is
customization and how
probably
complicated,
spend
like,
most of my day is trying to figure out how
height
much
and like being
faster
fat
a person
and
can
all
go
that in the game
if
would be,
I made a process
which I can
easier for
understand.
them, if I put something in front
Techno
of them that made a
babble.
lot of sense. So
Yeah.
a lot. And we've got entire teams dedicated to even different areas of the tool.
The longer I'm going with
just
straight
alone on
with
editor,
the
like,
video,
we've got
not the
a
video,
team
but
for the editor. It's not
SCL.
a gigantic team.
Well, more and more.
But
I'll
it's
fall
a very,
asleep.
very busy one that is maintaining. Again, there's thousands of tools just in the editor. Maintaining the Python implementation in the editor, maintaining all the plugins within the editor, whether that's a character tool, whether that's a mannequin tool, whether that's the universe outliner, whether that's level design tools. So there's a whole bunch that happens there. So that's one team. Then we've got another team that works on kind of global tools. I call it, it's CTG Tools UK. They work on tools like, yeah, I know, right? It's like super uninventive. The cheekier names get confusing, though. That's the only problem, right? So they work on kind of the global tools for all the developers. So this is anything outside the editor they tend to work on. So a good example is copy build. When I got to this company, there was literally no way to download a build to your computer. You had to open up our Perforce, and I'm not sure everybody knows Perforce, but it's our source control repository management, and you would sync everything, like everything. And you would launch it. And I was like, crazy. So they then
Seriously,
build
ads already,
system,
bro.
great.
Those
Okay,
ads
so
like
now the thing
2
runs
minutes
through a
ago.
build and it makes a little package, an artifact.
Frick.
And the best thing they had was just copy paste from network onto a local drive. Okay, so we have evolved obviously to honestly just as good as any other company that's out there in terms of our back-end build infrastructure and our distribution, which is what CopyBuild does. So CopyBuild does the patching, does all this kind of work. So basically everybody runs CopyBuild that is going to be working.
Yo, what's up, Nim? How you doing, man?
Anyways, runs CopyBuild as our build distribution. So they work on that. They also work on a very, very big tool.
How's it going,
Data
sir?
Forge. And a lot of people will come on here and talk about Data Core or Data Forge records or entity records or whatever. That is the tool.
How's
that
the
manages
bird?
Those. It's huge. There's a lot to it. There's a lot of data, and there's a lot of interfacing in that data that people do. So, I'm just rattling off a whole bunch of them, but that is what those guys work on, which is generally overall. Then we have
Doing fine. How about you?
newer team, a little bit newer.
Hanging in there.
Montreal
Trying to
team.
stay awake.
And Montreal Tools works on
So doing my
structure
best.
first of all. That's been discussed quite a bit, I think, especially with the new planets on the way. And that's going to be the way to propagate the locations out in a less manual way than we've been doing it, because it's the only way that we're going to be able to scale. But that is when things are going to ramp up like crazy location-wise. That's going to get a lot faster.
Even beyond what they have. I mean, we just
You
deleted
excited for this
Starship into the
SCL?
same calendar year.
Yeah.
This is going to take us to the next level.
Exactly, and it's all part of Genesis, which is great. So they're working on that. They also work on some density profilers in the engine. We're also working on a system called Tiny Machine, which is a smart asset system. I don't want to get too into details on it, but smart assets are cool. It's basically
Good. Just
as you
coffee
move
and Red
something
Bull.
around the environment, it actually has
Yeah.
visual awareness of where it's doing, what it's doing. Just a super simple.
I'm trying not to
put
stay
a
up
ladder up to a wall.
super
It'll
late.
adjust to that wall.
Well,
depending on what
early.
that height is. So then that way, level designers, it's not like, oh, I need the 10-meter ladder, I need the 15-meter ladder, I need the 6. They
I'm just
just
waiting
put
for
a
my
ladder
cat
in
for
and it's
my
tall enough and it
get a
works,
phone
right?
call from
Like,
the
that's
vet,
kind of the idea
and then
with
I
Tiny
can
Machine.
go pick my
But
cat
it'll
up
go
and
much
go to
broader
bed.
than that. So I think that'll append to Starkitect. But that's all kind of within its own wheelhouse. And then even beyond that, we have like online tools, online services tool team, the OST and the live tools team, which works on a tool in our backend called Bootstrapper, which is basically the way that we run our environment without having to send it up to AWS. So you can kind of run the environment locally. Now, it's getting harder and harder to do that because our universe is bigger and bigger. So trying to run those.
You need to stay up for 3 days? No.
Can take a lot of.
We
memory.
pause the timer and I usually go to
Developer
bed.
and you're running Maya,
Wake up,
editor,
get ready,
and Bootstrap. It can
start
kind of get
stream,
a little heavy.
restart the timer.
But there's
Well, not
all sorts of
restart, but
things going on with that.
continue.
So there's a bunch of different tool teams that are helping the developers.
That's how long
make
that's
this
how the
game
thon
happen,
goes for.
basically.
Currently, at least.
When you put those when you put the self-adjusting ladder and stuff in, will they still yeet people out of their ship and across the galaxy?
I hope not. But you know what that comes down to, and it is a thing that this fixes, is that comes down to different.
This is a part of the
implementations. So,
subathon, and
okay, somebody made a ladder.
basically people sub and
at some
they
point,
it adds time to the timer.
6 years ago. Now somebody made one 3 years ago. Now somebody made one 2 years ago. And this one uses this. This one uses this. This one does. It unifies everything. So it just makes all of them are easy to play. So you just use this one. It's the only implementation that'll happen. And that way, when you fix stuff, it fixes it on everything and not just on a couple of place ones.
Jared is a 7-Up guy. Ew, Sprite for the win. Jared is a what they put in the fridge at work guy.
Right.
That's what I am.
I would say, since I'm
Valid.
living in the U.S. and I come out here very
Yeah,
often.
what's your guys' favorite soda?
7-Up Zero here, amazing.
Mine is Mountain
In the
Dew.
U.S., absolute
Trash.
crap.
Absolute trash.
Absolute crap. I don't know why. And if that gets me in trouble, I hope not. Not like I'm getting sponsorship from them. But I will say that Sprite Zero on the other side is amazing.
Yes.
Over here is total crap. So
Yeah.
what the heck?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Because they have to use different sweeteners and stuff. The UK is pretty gung-ho on their zero sugar stuff. Like you find way more zero sugar options here in the UK than you can anywhere else because they decided to tax the hell out of sugar a while
I have that Dr. Pepper I said I didn't want on camera. But the Dr. Pepper Zero here is awesome. It has that caramel. Yeah, sorry.
I like the one with cherry.
I'm way off topic.
You're a little bit off topic.
Way off topic.
Just a tad.
Anyways, yeah. So that's a lot of tools. A lot of tools get made, and again, a tool is just as much a process as it
Pepsi
is
Max?
a tool. Sometimes
Never heard of the
best
Pepsi
tools are
Max
just
before.
rejiggering somebody's process a little bit.
Well, I'll check it out.
And it can work things.
I don't know. I think I'm looking at one of the best tools right now.
0 calories, sugar-free, caffeinated cola.
Cherry.
Bottom third, baby.
That just sounds rough.
Cherry Pepsi Max is probably the single
Oh
best.
yeah.
Don't love ginger ale as long as it comes with
Cherry Pepsi Max here
whiskey.
in the UK.
I have a question for
Probably
you,
one of the best. Probably.
and I want you to be honest with me,
best,
okay?
Most elite of the zero sugar.
Are you a fan of
But
whiskey?
got caffeine still. All right, so
Just a
we
question.
talked a little bit about Stargirth. What are we calling the thing where you adjust the?
Tiny machine. Ozempic.
Sir,
That's the other one.
thank you, man.
Let's
Appreciate
talk about
that.
Starware.
How's it going,
Got quite a
Slowpoke?
few
How you doing,
questions
man?
about Starware. We've name dropped it a few times, but not really an update. We've been talking about this.
Thank you
a
for
while
the
now.
$100
What can you tell
dono,
us
bro.
About where it's at.
Yeah, we have a super rigid schedule now.
The name was earned, not
and
given.
Actually, I got involved just a couple.
How
weeks
many
ago,
DUI?
just
I'm just
to
kidding. I'm just
check in
kidding.
on it because,
I'm
I'll
playing,
be
trust-
super
I
open about
joke,
what
I jest.
happened. We made all the
Legendary. I really
content,
appreciate that, sir.
tech art,
Thank
kinda
you.
did everything.
That will help us.
But was
They keep
lacking a
the
bit of
show
engineering
running.
support and a bit of
Appreciate
design
it, sir.
support to finish it off.
How you doing?
Now That's all been addressed. There's a strike team all back together. They've got a really, really good schedule. It's not long. I'm not.
What's
say
your favorite
exactly
whiskey?
when, as that
Like, I don't know
roadmap
whiskeys, but
or a
just
Rich
let
thing,
me know.
to talk about. He knows when it is, but it's within the year.
If I see
to
the
get
answer
that out to
yes,
players.
we know you have a problem.
And
It's
a big
intervention
part of
time.
it getting
The wet.
prioritized.
That is
was
basically
the
saying
community,
just yes.
asking for it. So got to thank.
Good, my boy.
the
No
community
worries,
for
bro.
that.
I support your
That's
channel.
great. That they
Good,
got
just at
this
work, homie.
invisible
Heck yeah.
undersuit by
What did you do for work, Legendary?
is what happened. And
I don't
this
drink or
invisible
smoke.
undersuit kind of gave
Yeah,
them
that's good.
some of what Starware is meant to
I don't
do,
drink or smoke either.
and
That's a choice, though.
people loved it. And of course,
I do
they're
not
gonna get
judge you
obviously
if you do.
jackets on armors.
I had too much fun in my
armors on
20s.
T-shirts and like
I
awesome,
am
cool, super cool. But I,
2 years in my
I
20s.
see people saying, "Oh, just give us
21.
back the undersuit." Like,
Nah, I
you
guess I
don't
could say
wanna-
1 year.
you don't
like,
want to half-ass the
a little bit.
feature, right? Like, let's
I
not
don't
just
know.
half-ass it. Let's get the full Starware out there to you.
I'm going to be sober until I
So,
die.
designs
Unless
come
they
in,
drug me or
engineering
something. I
support's
don't know.
already in, so they're already working
I
together.
own a hardwood flooring
A small
company.
change
What?
happened once we got the designers involved.
Yo, if I ever need
It was just
a
splitting
floor
up. It was
installed,
literally
I will
some
hit you
really
up,
simple
bro.
stuff, like
I'll hit
splitting
you
up
up.
the cuffs of the gloves, because
I used to
the
drink.
undersuit
I still
is
do,
like
but
one
used
suit,
to
and
as
we wanna
also.
chop it into gloves now. So like, there's a couple pieces of it that required a little more content work, but it was only a month or two of content work, so we're not talking the end of the world.
So, but I have a question for you.
Again, I'm not giving a month.
I was
or two
looking at
estimate
my
when it's coming out.
not
It
analytics,
could
but
come
looking at my
out
stuff.
before the end of the year.
Did
But,
you sub
yeah,
for
the
6
team's all
months
back together, and
last
got the
night?
right amount
Or
of
did
support
you?
that needed to happen,
Because it said you
for
was like
Star Wars.
resub for 6 months at tier 1.
You could have.
I don't know what that means.
Visible undersuit in until you were ready.
Why
Why do you hate?
I've
why
never
do you
seen
hate
that before.
fun?
Well,
Why do you hate? Fun?
I'll go where you.
well, I hate fun because it would give a false
Heck yeah, man.
representation of
If I ever
what they
get,
could
or if
do.
my
And
parents want to build a house in the
something
country,
that they
so
could do with the invisible undersuit as a bug.
that's the old Mitch
doesn't work in Starware,
Hedberg
they're gonna
dude was a
then
legend.
want that back,
I've never heard of that man.
right, within
To be
Starware or
honest,
whatever that may be, and that might be a design-breaking thing.
let me check what I
So
think I did.
don't want to
Okay.
give false
Well, I really appreciate that
false
6 months, man. I really do.
representation, I guess,
If you did,
towards it. But
I
so,
have-
so it's
I
clear. think
genuinely
we've talked
appreciate.
about
I
it,
wanted to
as-
make sure
as,
that I gave
Armando
you
had gone over it
enough
a
of a
little
thanks
bit.
as I do,
So it does
or as I
really
should.
go
I
quite a long way.
genuinely
the
appreciate that,
customization
sir.
of the thing. And one other quick little mention about it that's going to be really nice is for players as well as for developers, is once we get those assets all separated in the Starware fashion, and a lot of this has to do with that data forge record alignment and structure. Once we get all that, we can mark up those assets or set information on those assets.
Whoa.
So that our procedural systems can start
Slowpoke
using
is
them
in chat.
properly.
Slowpoke is
So,
in chat.
for example, if I know a T-shirt is green
Chat,
and it's cold,
I
or,
will
sorry,
count
if I know a
donos
T-shirt makes
to the
sense in a
sub
warm
to the
environment,
timer.
I know
It's not
sunglasses make
automatic.
sense in a warm
How much
environment,
time should we
I know
do for
shorts make
$100?
sense in a warm environment. If I'm spawning NPCs procedurally,
Actually,
they should
hold on.
probably have T-shirts or
We can't
shorts or
calculate this.
sunglasses or whatever. Or if it's
How much is
sunny
it?
out,
How
then I
much is
can
100
do
gifted
something.
subs?
You know, like
Right now
it's
it's
these kind of pieces of markup that'll get really interesting.
Every NPC is a manual.
Or how much is $100? That is 20 subs, so 20 times 30.
A set of manual legend.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so
Right?
It's not truly.
it's like we could have an NPC that has 10 different they're called loadout bundles.
Right.
It has 10 different outfits within the loadout bundles, and they will all kind of work together. But yeah, somebody's got to make those, which is crazy. Like, we don't have to do that.
So it sounds like the answer is you're just a jerk.
I think
Hold on. I can do this.
Says, Jared, wipe the lenses of your glasses,
4,
please.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Mom?
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Mom's got a new username.
There you go.
No,
I did it.
my hoodie.
I figured it out.
Creature Tech. How is Creature Tech coming along? New beasts this year?
So I don't know about creatures this year necessarily, because
I just clicked the 30-minute timer button
CTG side, I work
by,
on
like,
both projects, so sometimes I don't even
I don't
know
know, 20 times.
which one is for what.
But once again,
I
Slowpoke,
don't
I
know of
appreciate
the
it.
creatures for SC this year. There's just always a creature on the way.
Appreciate it, homie. Thanks for dropping.
Somewhere within the pipeline.
Stream.
Had been a lot of the Yolandi, had been the different.
Your man.
Legendary is pretty dope. Not gonna lie. I would say he would be legend. He's legendary.
Yolandi is who we met at the.
Honestly.
Never mind.
So there's always some creature in the group. So creature tech-wise, I mean, we're in this state where we are, where it just works like a character. They're very similar. But as I mentioned before, we're looking into all the scalable skeletons,
Please talk about the Balakar being a moving boss throughout the world that can go monster hunting. I would really appreciate that.
Thing to pre-can a couple assets and to spawn them like randomly or so.
That'll be
But
fun
it's
to
a
go
way
fight.
different thing to have the range of
Honestly.
like a DNA system or something like that. Even material systems need to be able to scale in the same kind of way. So that's where we're going. That's where we're heading. Is definitely that route. Now we're also going to be adding a bunch more boids, like a bunch more of the more simplistic creature. Not a full, necessarily AI.
I was saying the same with
system.
Anon,
We'll
going
do
to
that
random
in the
planets and
series.
going hunting for
That-
monsters would be great, amazing. Honestly,
so
yeah.
that's kind of the state of creature.
And I want to tack on to that answer. When Sean says he doesn't know, he's not being coy like, oh, I don't know if we're going to make it. He's saying he doesn't know.
Would be my no gameplay loop?
He's
Bro,
not part
I
of the
would go
scheduled
freaking monster
content.
hunting, dude.
Doesn't make the content plan.
I'll go
for the
fight a
year. It
freaking
just
worm, but not
works on the
a
tech
a
behind
lightning
when
worm.
Other
You know?
people determine it's ready, and all the other aspects beyond his stuff, it makes it ready.
They
That's
make
where he
ground
goes
gameplay a lot
at.
more
You
full
often,
air to cross
you
arm.
know, come around going, oh,
Gameplay
I
a
didn't
little
realize
bit more
that went
interesting.
out.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Tanks on the
yeah,
ridge.
so he's not
Fire.
he's not making a statement of cautious reservation. He's being quite literal. He doesn't know.
Well, I know because no, yeah, exactly.
Destructible foliage, vegetation.
Oh.
Can we chop down trees or
Can a
run
tree
over vegetation like in the original?
Can a tree not take me out of the freaking
So,
sky?
No.
Or if
you
it
can't right
does,
now.
it falls down too, because I
Obviously,
freaking
'cause people
hate
have probably
that.
driven their cars
Hate
into
it.
the trees and stuff like
I
that.
can't wait for the
Small
sand
ones,
vlogger.
I
Me too,
think they
man.
just disappear sometimes, but most of them you just run into.
Let
So
me go
the
to
original
Microtech and
Crisis
hunt a
Soul
massive
Splinter,
alien snow leopard.
was super ahead of its time.
Dude, that'd be
used a
kind of actually
cutter
kind of
object.
fire
It was
though.
really
Think.
cool, and anybody that does 3D
That'd be fun.
modeling will understand a Boolean subtraction.
Can't
And
wait to do
Boolean
Monster
subtraction
Hunter
is
Wild
a technique
and
you put
Star
one
Citizen.
mesh kind of over top of another mesh, and you subtract the first mesh from the operand, from the next mesh, right?
I'm tired.
And it creates a hole. And what's cool when you do that, you can project the UVs and get the material from the cutter object anyways. We don't do that anymore at all. That whole system is long gone. What we do have is
I need to grab more caffeine.
which is not quite rolled out, I think, to the persistent universe, but is very in use for Squadron 42. We have 2D procedural fracturable planes that come out of Maelstrom. We've got fracturable 3D meshes that can come out. Without
I was just gonna
Boolean
grab one,
subtraction,
but
you
then I
don't need to do
realized
that. It's
I need to.
much less heavy.
Pack both. Start chugging.
But Maelstrom will be.
What's up
the
with
super
Star
heat that we
Paws?
rely on for all of that.
But
Maelstrom is
when's that about to go
heavily
down?
engineered,
Not sure.
system for all kinds of different destruction, and I'm sure the community's heard a bunch about it. Physics talks about it and works on it all the time. And Chris is particularly involved and interested in Maelstrom. If you know, if you
I like
say the
objects
word
that break.
nearby, he will give you the feature list and the documentation and everything that goes. For example, I'm working on another area of Maelstrom right now for a given character for armor destructibility in some sense. Now, this isn't a big
Armor?
feature that I'm
Like,
about to roll out.
the one I
It's a
wear?
specific character that has to have some armor break off. That's so we
that'd
need
be cool.
to make that work, and we didn't have characters working with Maelstrom, so that's something that's starting to
He
happen.
has
So
armor. It
I
needs to go
expect
away.
that we will be
Get
able to break
Patriot in here.
these. I expect that
I got the
level of
boom,
immersion
too.
we've always
Achoo.
wanted out of this game will let
No
us
more
do that.
armor.
But how that works with the planets and Maelstrom, I cannot say. That's going to be physics and planet tech. and
Armor
we're gonna
doesn't
have to
exist
have that.
anymore.
You've said Maelstrom enough times. I half expect Chris Roberts to just burst through here like the Kool-Aid Man.
People say it weird. Maelstrom. Isn't that Maelstrom?
Maelstrom.
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 So not Maelstrom.
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 I mean, you're Canadian.
It's
I
male.
guess.
From-
Don't talk about Matuke. Talking about Matuke.
Blue Minx.
Hey, Buddy Hoser.
Blue Minx says, then why does he even work at this company if he doesn't know? Maybe Jared should pick a random in streets to explain things. Because it's not his job, Blue Minx.
To know the roadmap of Star Citizen?
He's got so many other things that are actually his job. He focuses on the stuff that he actually matters and is important. And,
I just love when Jared just
I could say
takes the
point
one
right out,
comment and be like,
you should know better.
frick
You've
that
been
guy in
in these
particular.
chats long enough, man.
Command,
You've
Shivers
been here
Timbers.
in these chats, watching these shows long enough that you know. I'm gonna suspect that that's a troll question, and you get to be timed out. Look, I just timed you out.
Ooh.
You're timed out.
Is that kick?
That's a troll.
Is
Yeah.
that a kick?
Yeah. He knows better.
Well, not
He
timeout
knows
is
better,
not a
and they
kick.
showed me
It's
how the
like
buttons work.
you're not allowed to talk.
Censorship.
You're allowed to watch still, but you're not allowed to talk.
What about
Your
VR
talking privileges
physical
are getting
interaction?
revoked,
Is
essentially.
full physics-based VR interaction, grabbing, lifting, throwing
far as I know,
objects,
unless it's
NPCs,
different.
part of the long-term vision?
I would say it's part of the long-term vision, but
Well-
how we get there is a whole conversation.
What's the
happening
question?
Right now. As the community is aware, VR is super new. Super new for us. It's just gone out in 4.5. Sylvan's done a phenomenal job on his own to get that working. OpenXR, awesome, right? But no controller support, right? And it's like the first thing you want to do because already it's incredible when you go into it. It's I'll just talk about sitting in a cockpit is
Bro,
cool
I
enough,
still want to try this
right?
game
You're
out in
sitting in
VR,
the
bro.
cockpit,
It's my
and
dream.
your mouse and
I'll do it
keyboard
one
like
day, I
this,
swear.
right? But you see the character inside the cockpit is holding the joystick, holding the throttle, and you lean and stuff with the VR, and it sees you moving, and your character is moving inside the. And all of a sudden, you're moving the mouse and departing the keyboard, and it doesn't feel right. You want to have controllers, or you want to have your own actual joysticks or whatnot. But the immersion it gives you, and the things you notice that you don't notice when you're just playing on a screen versus you noticing it in VR, it begs the need
Right?
to grab.
One thing
to
with VR
interact with
is
it, to
imagine
see things,
blacking
to move
out
it around. Now,
while in VR.
technology-wise, I mean,
That would be
it's not an
terrifying.
impossibly hard problem, and it's kind of
Cool, but
solved in
terrifying.
some cases, in some games. There's a great VR game. It's not that obscure. I mean, a lot of people know it that are into VR. Boneworks. Boneworks has completely.
Boneworks is awesome. I love
Their
that game.
characters can look crazy weird sometimes, especially in multiplayer, like when you are doing these kind of things. So a lot of these things, just like FOIP, it'll come down to our, not capacity, but our tolerance for wackiness, right? Because again, as soon as you're driving the hands, because you could absolutely do this now. You could drive the wrists, the joint anyways, that you would need to of the given hands, and you could drive them around. Think of what that would look like right now. Right? A guy's running through the first, like he could look like Superman. So there's a lot of stuff to solve, right? To make this so that it makes sense. Because we are totally unified in first person and third person rig. It's all the same thing. So we can't just show you one thing in first person, like your hand tracking and it works.
The
and it
fact
looks
you
amazing.
can't
It's kind of how
just
Half-Life
do it.
Alyx works, which is an incredible VR experience. Like that is a bar to achieve just by itself. People will see you in third person doing these kind of things. So yeah, that's going to be a tricky thing. So it is something that we want Sylvan to be involved with. We want to start talking to design about, try to work out how this is going to work, because it's also not just about supporting one set of controllers. It's about supporting all the sets of controllers that are going to do it. So we've already had a tricky enough time supporting the gamepad, let alone these extraneous devices that are on top of it. So I think the interaction, it's impossible to say no, because you want it so bad when you are doing.
I think, was it?
It's one of those things
Holy,
where
all the
and I
buttons
promise
on your
everybody, there will be a
dash
time where we'll
sticks
have
or
some
whatever
people
when you're in
share
VR.
the whole
I feel like you would
thing
have to hit
about
those,
VR. We're
do
gonna
all
let
the
it-
keybinds
we're
that
gonna
we
let it
could do on a
continue to
keyboard
mature a
or
little bit more and
PKB,
know a little bit
whatever.
more about where we're going before we subject them to such things. But if you've spent any serious amount of time with Chris Roberts, you said our tolerance for silliness and whatnot. It's never going to be just okay. It's never going to be, oh, that's enough. That's enough, and we can just sit there.
100%.
We're going to push. We're going to push, and we're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep pushing. Occasionally, chat. There'll always be somebody in chat talking about how are they still figuring this thing out in the year of our Lord 2026 and whatnot. And that's because this project doesn't end. If we all have our way, we are making this game and continuing this game well beyond 1.0, well beyond 2.0, 3.0, just going on. It's like any other MMO. WoW's still going 20 some odd years later. It's like this. That's our aspiration. So when we talk about these things, it's not about
keep my comments myself.
The end goal is not 1.0 and you stop, and that's why sometimes the the tense that we speak
The
in
20-year
can
mark
seem like
will be
we're
1.0
already looking
for Star Citizen.
and planning and the thing that
have
comes
to.
next, the thing that comes
Maybe,
next, the thing
I
that
should
comes
say,
next, and the
maybe.
thing that comes next. So yeah, at this point, it would be foolish to say no. It would never get to a point where you can grab things and interact with things.
Yeah.
My dream is a nice little little tracker that I just want to be able to throw the bird without needing anything, and I can just throw the bird and whatnot. I'm not a.
I won't say
Think
that.
about it.
I won't.
We have
Well,
diegetic screens.
sorry.
We have
Apologize.
diegetic UI. We have the cockpit. So, like, of course, we need to do it at some point.
Don't say that. I'm
when,
sorry.
Who? What? We didn't even have a.
Forgive me.
We don't have a VR team, right?
Yeah.
So the timings and details.
I know I should not have said it. Like,
But to your
keep it to
point, which
myself.
is so good.
Keep it to
that
yourself.
We have to look that far ahead because we have to make decisions now that we don't regret later. It's happened a lot, right? Right? Where we go, no. 1.0 is just going to be this. So we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. It's going to be great. And then that changes, and we're like, shit. Now I'm wrong. Now I'm wrong. I say it this way internally sometimes to people. You will eventually be made to be wrong, right? At some point. Just try to project yourself as far as you can so you're not. What's wrong?
He's projecting.
Did I just reveal something that was like some...
Nothing.
No.
Nothing that's nothing that's been a secret on this show. It's just the number of times over the years. You've been here 14, 13?
13.
Yeah, 13.
Well,
I've been here.
just under.
I've been here 11, going on 12 at this point. It's the number of times we've hit something because of a bad decision that was made 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. And it was made back then with the best of intentions. Absolutely. It was made back then with all of the knowledge and experience and foresight that we could have had back then. 100%. And then you just go, oh.
That was a dumb idea.
We can either accept that.
Just give us the inventory crafting with all blueprints, base building. I wouldn't mind how long it updates after that will take you. Yeah, no, I would say that.
Something better, we're gonna make
Give me the main meat and potatoes that I would actually be doing.
I get it.
Like side content, like narrative stuff. Freaking like.
But in the end,
I need Genesis and the new quantum system. Those two. I need all this, and this. Everything else was good.
I haven't had many animation questions. Let's find an animation.
I'm back and I had a work phone call. Solid.
Random
Also, once again, congratulations.
Eyebrow movement,
That's a new job. W's.
Isn't active.
Yes, totally. We have a facial.
We're talking about how we want crafting with everything, all the blueprints, base building, new inventory, and then I added on quantum system, new flight model with quantum system, and then Genesis. If I have all 5 of those things,
but yeah, blinks a little bit.
Everything else can.
A lot of times you do those separately, like you almost just put them in.
Things on the way to do my drug screen.
Like you got ice skates going on, you got blinks going on.
Meg, did you do drugs?
That makes a lot of sense, and actually, it's something for facial animation. But so it's clear. I know.
Did you do drugs?
Spending the
Don't be doing drugs now.
Lion's share of their time right now.
I'm just kidding.
Wrapping up Squadron. So pretty sure we can get something out of them. I'll mention it to Steve. I'm sure he'll have a look.
Imagine they start calling caffeine a drug.
Unfortunately, is that sometimes that facial scope of the mannequin animation breaks in certain contexts. So you might be, I don't know, it might break after wearing this helmet and changing this armor and doing this thing, and something breaks that context, and now their face is just dead the whole time. So, if they're seeing that, that's a problem. There should be an idle all the time. And on
so they listed ADHD as a disability now. Yay! I'm disabled. Absolutely. Let's go. I swear, if that becomes a soundbite, I'm going to throw hands with whoever did that.
Earlier, I remember.
I'll be honest with you.
We did that Star Engine trailer.
So I wouldn't be shocked.
25-minute Star
fly through. I don't know what that
was. 25-minute uninterrupted your tour of everything Star Engine, and of all the tremendous features, of all the various aspects, the last thing that we end on is a guy crying.
Oh, I know. I hated that.
You want all the smoke?
Yeah.
It was one of those things.
I didn't like that.
It's one of those things where you're so close
Bring
to
it
it
on.
when you're making it. Like there were so many hours. There were so many. We're so close to that. It never it wasn't until I'm in the audience, you know, run the show backstage. I'm like, okay, there's 25 minutes where nothing, and I
was he crying? He wasn't crying. He was bleeding.
It was
out of the
bleeding.
nose.
It was bleeding. It was the nosebleed. It was the nosebleed.
Right.
It
He
was the
wasn't
nosebleed.
crying. It was bleeding.
It was the nosebleed. I'm like, okay, I have a break from calling the show, so I take up and I go up and I want to watch this with the people and whatever. And it wasn't until it was live, and I've seen this thing 100 times.
Yeah, bro.
And the last thing is the nosebleed, and I'm like. So the question, I'm sorry, I'm way off.
Is there a question on that? Because we're just shitting on ourselves.
Yeah. Is that some this question?
He's done more than two swears. You're allowed a balance of 2.
No, it's intended for players.
I think he's done 3.
It's and the work on
My
it
fingers
is way
don't
more
wobble.
gory than I would have expected.
Right.
It was actually so uncomfortable.
It's actually easier for me to do than
story time.
this. My pinkies never work the way I want them to.
System before I had shown what a face looks like.
The sign of having a
so
stroke
I made a little
apparently.
video with Dexter music, and I had a knife in the game, and I sliced the face, and it was super. I thought it was super funny. Right. I thought it was.
I think they actually are only allowed to have 2.
It was funny too.
Swears.
You know, he was like check mark.
I think per person.
But for some, it was gory, right? So in the end, I had to blur out a couple of the screenshots. And I know, like, it sounds stupid because it's like, oh, it's a video game, but it looked so freaking real that it was kind of weird. Like it was around his eye and stuff.
Yeah.
It was all very gory.
But I mean, I think they gotta do it for their license or something like that. I'm not sure.
How far that goes, or how far that needs to go. But we're
Also
gonna have
YouTube.
all those abilities, and right now it's a big deal for.
I think.
For
I don't know.
jumping up on
I'm not
Squad.
I can actually understand it.
And there's combat.
I don't swear, so I have no problems with this.
We talked about Starware, Starcloth. Anything you can update us on?
Yeah, but I don't know that the community is gonna care that much. The Starcloth technology continues. Yeah, no, it's great. No. It's just that like we have completely. So we talk about tools, right? So when we did Starcloth, we didn't really make a lot of tools for it. We just made it work. So I could have.
You just
I
did
marked
it.
Up in Maya.
It just worked.
It was super easy to say, but to really start polishing some of the issues that we had with different sections of it, especially within Squadron.
Were you able to experience the new inventory UI?
To really polish some of the outfits that we need to start making, like ponchos over armor and things like that. We needed some more.
It was good.
Ability. So
very good.
What they've done, it was really cool. That
also wasn't just the UI; the back end was very smooth, very responsive. Honestly, extremely. It was way better than what we have currently.
A physics plugin for Maya that replicates.
Way better
in Maya, and the markup
better.
that we do within Maya, the deformation that we do with cages and things like this, so they can see it real time. So what this does is just amps up the quality of the data that we actually get out of it, it's so much better. Because yes, we would go in the engine, but if I could show you, like I never did show the tools that we were using to paint in the engine. They were very basic. We have a system called Image GUI.
I was also able to test crafting as well.
Debug GUI. And the physics guys had made a quick tool so that we could just kind of broad stroke it, but you couldn't do anything sophisticated with it. Now that it's in Maya, super sophisticated. You still see
the crafting and the UI. The UI, the new inventory system is gonna make being like playing just day-to-day game-wise. It's gonna improve that tremendously. Gonna streamline things because we don't have to deal with all the bugs. Crafting is going to add purpose to the game. A reason to do industry, mining, going looting to find the blueprints. All of that jazz. And even doing combat. Because if you have a higher tier weapon, you'll probably win more. Unless you're off like I am. Then maybe not. Even in the early stages, we're only going to do some FPS, and I think maybe only a limited amount of FPS. It's gonna be game changing. The reason to do things outside of just making money.
These little grommets within the belt, so we made.
Granted, I will be doing that to make money, but that's besides the point.
It was way more real, way more what you would expect.
I am here for a high tier Parallax. Yeah, we gotta grind. Patriot Industries, get it, I guarantee. We also need to get a 900 quality PSMG with some sick attachments.
I cherish you, Sean Tracy.
I love you.
That too. Both. Both
we're
both
just
are
about
good.
out of time.
Both of them.
Yeah, we're here. We're here. What do you? We talked at the beginning about the size of the tools team. We talked about all the different all the different aspects. You represent, this pillar over here. There's Marco over there. There's Benoit like this.
Yeah, that's my opinion. No legendary.
We have Benoit on every
You'll see it here live
now
when it comes out.
We don't often get to talk
Patriot
about
Industries will be going full send.
It's not the sexiest topic. It doesn't have a whole lot of visuals to go with it. Often it's not, everybody wants to know about, when can I do this in the game and when can I do that in the game. And most of the conversation about tools is how we make the game, for instance. You've got a couple minutes here. You got a couple minutes here and we've got a platform. What would you like to say to the Star Citizen community? What would you like them to understand? To
all right, let's get in closer.
The role of tools in making video games.
Yeah, imagine working for these guys. These developers, right? You meet them all the time. No, it's the biggest thing I want them to appreciate is that there
inventory,
is guys
crafting,
that are working for
rock
their
cracker,
favorite developers.
I think armor added to engineering.
Job. Like always, we don't have middleware.
My God, freaking look at the screen. 1 second.
Like, it's the thing I'm really so proud of. Yes, we started out of yes, we started out of CryEngine. I've had a whole history with that. But we have become something so unique and so big that sometimes we're so busy on what we're doing. We look up and we'll
can't
even
find
do
the
some
freaking
competitive analysis. I'll go into Unreal, I'll go into Unity, I'll look at other games projects or whatever and realize how at the top of the game we are. We are progressing amazingly, and those tools people are part of the reason why. There is huge areas of this game that aren't getting the tooling it needs because
crafting, inventory rework, people service stations, rock cracker,
because I hear that stuff all the time too.
Next missions, new ships.
But it really depends on the area. It really depends on the process they're
Apollo
in.
is going into Wicklow apparently. I didn't know that.
One of the things I like to say a lot of the times.
A lot of cool stuff, in my opinion.
People like to complain about editor stability, is what I hear.
It'll be a hefty patch for sure.
They're like, no.
Hopefully it's pretty stable.
Like, well, listen, the
that's my biggest fear. It's not going to be.
The editor is no more stable than the game.
Speaking of stable,
so please make the game stable, and that editor gets more stable. It's things like that. Like it's just the reality of the work that we do. That the tool that it comes into gets the blame. Copy build, the one I talked about on the onset. Exact same thing. Copy build's slow today. Copy build's not working. Copy build this, copy build that, and it's never copy build. It's always a network problem, build store issue, patcher bug. So honestly, it's a tough job. It's a tough job. It's a tough job to take that kind of stuff, but it's also incredibly rewarding because I was just doing some work today. I even said to the guy, just tell me it works. I need that dopamine hit. And realizing that, you know what? Just in satisfying sometimes the request or the need of the developer, honestly gives me a sense of pride and joy and reward. So, it's a great job to have, but it also can be tough on the same token. So,
I understand.
Well,
what?
Sean Tracy, make your game stable 2026.
Yeah, yeah.
A man of the people.
That's it for the show.
I like this guy.
Thanks for watching. That's Sean Tracy, our managing director of technical operations and whatnot. I'm Jared Huckabee. We've got a show next week. I don't actually know what it is. My producer's over there. She's been waiting to find out what next week's show is. Some shows like this one are booked months in advance based on travel and stuff like this. And some shows like next week, I forget about.
Way to go, Jared.
Until like the week before, and I'll spend most of tomorrow frantically trying to fill it with something. I also did say that I would show you guys this. This is this jacket. This cool like
it's the Vandal one
jacket. It's Vandal-y. The reason I said that I would show it to you guys because it's on the store is actually it's cool. They didn't get me one that was my size, so I can't wear it. I was like, I'm like, this is really cool.
I definitely want one too.
I'm gonna wear it, and then it doesn't fit. Nice, but it's pretty nice as far as the clothes that we've sold over the years. I'm not gonna. I've never lied to you guys. I won't. Some of it's been a mixed bag. Some things are better than others and stuff like this. You get trouble with manufacturing and stuff like this. This is actually pretty nice. So if you were ever on the fence,
ad break. What the frick?
And you don't mind, walking around like a Vandal thing. I think it's pretty good. It's very comfortable. I am going to ask for one that's actually in my size and wear it because it's pretty comfortable. And that is why I work in marketing.
For gear.
Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Are we rating somebody? Probably. Maybe not. Thanks for watching. I'm Jared. That's Sean. This has been Star Citizen Live. We'll probably see you next week, everybody. If not, we'll see you the week after that. Bye.
Bye. Hey, I know that guy. There's a part of me that it was like, it would be so cool if I got raided. But also at the same time, I'm like, I'm so tired. I don't want to get raided. Don't raid me right now. Maybe raid me next time. Not right now. Please. Please. Oh, it's Citizen Spooner. Okay. Alright. Well, there was an update. They patched hotfix into live. That was cool. What was in the hotfix, actually? They mentioned it in the news channel, the Discord. I shall look at what it was. Hotfix message of the day. You have opened a hotfix channel. Client/DGS hotfixes. No idea. To resolve crashes with the latest NVIDIA drivers. So NVIDIA users might have a little bit nicer time. NPCs cowering around landing zones, streaming locations causing inventory to disappear, and quantum travel routes resetting after setting route. Holy, that might be huge. Holy moly. That might be huge. For the quantum, at least. Good stuff. So, I am more than happy to update for that. More than happy. Alright. We'll switch to live. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Welcome.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. I think I gotta update my game, though. I'll turn the music on, actually, since we're goofing off now. There you go. Alright. What do I have 8 seconds of freaking a lag in my own stream, dude? Now, chat, do remember I may have to step away randomly. Being end stream, go, all that. I will have a heads up, I don't think. So when I get a call, I probably have to end up leaving. So my cat is currently at the vet. And I'm just waiting back to hear the results of his tests. So we shall see. Also, I just find this picture hilarious. It was perfect setup. I'm trying to find the. For this picture, I was trying to do. Hold on. Let me just open a new tab. Let me. Come on. I was trying to go for this meme, but in Star Citizen, I was on the wrong side, but it was close enough. Yo, SC Hollers is online, bro. What the frick? Man, shaders are taking a little bit to load, bro. I'm hoping we're gonna go looting. Probably we're gonna go end up going to Dupree again. I went there last night, but not on stream. I needed excuses. I needed something to keep me up while I stayed up. Yeah. Oh, shaders done. Let's go. There you go. What the frick? There you go. There you go. That's good. Live. There you go. Hope the Hofix helps out with stuff, especially with that quantum system, bro. Or with the quantum system, like trying to route. That was one of the most frustrating things ever. So we're gonna test it out, see if it works. R underscore display. Wait. Yeah. Oh wait. 100 and almost 120 FPS out here in the station, bro. Not bad. Put some clothes on, boy. Imagine if the elevator just closed right on me right now. Where, like, am I just in the void? Or am I actually, like, inside the station?
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
85X. I need to call another one in.
Your insurance claim has been sent. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage. Your insurance claim has. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
Curious. Yeah, it's the same.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle selected. Stand by. Please visit us again.
Oh, almost had it. I almost trapped myself in here. Lamp. Shame. I tried. I darn did try. Effort, a genuine effort was made. I don't know what it is, but the game feels really good right now. Maybe it's because I'm just tired and I'm actually hallucinating. Maybe that's, I am just a dream. Who knows?
You are clear to launch.
Origin jump works. Operational. Landing gear raised. Shield system inactive.
Thank you.
Quantum drive activated. Quantum
Alright,
drive deactivated.
where's Lorville? Lorville's there. So that will be Dupree.
Quantum drop. Quantum drive deactivated.
Man, that's a big ship out there. What's that? I can't believe I yeeted my parallax in space last night. Yeah. What color was it? Like a red one or something? That means Whiskey, you and I will just need to run like an ASD facility together or something. Military tooth one? Oh. Well, then we need to run CZs. We can find some there. Or I've found them there before.
Shield system
Oh no.
Shield system.
Bam! No. Station's not, it wasn't too happy with me. Apparently. Curious, if I eject upside down, if I eject out of a ship, I should be fine, right? We shall see. I have a red one back at Seraphim. Yeah. I mean, functionality-wise, as long as it works, you know? Okay. I can't wait till item recovery goes away, bro. At least item recovery in tier 0, at least. Because like, with the next tier of with that, like, your item could have been insured, and you just be able to, like, you know, freaking reclaim it, essentially.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your insurance claim
We're
has
calling
been
a Super
sent.
Hornet in. If you're second shot, then I'm injecting upside down towards the,
Your vehicle has been
you
moved
know,
to us. Your insurance claim has been. Thank you.
towards the place. We'll see if that works. So this is more of a science experiment at this point.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
We shall see though. Yo, woo, scared the crap out of me. Hello, Hobo Dad Gaming. Welcome in, man. How is you? Hope you're doing well.
Your insurance claim has been.
Had a Gamma 3X on it with an orange laser. I think I have some spare orange lasers if you want one. I also have green ones.
Your insurance claim has been sent. Please visit
I appreciate that follow though, Hobo Dad. How long have you played Star Citizen for, man?
Your insurance claim has been sent. Thank you. Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has please visit us again. Goodbye.
I just
Welcome
can't
to the
stay.
ASOC vehicle retrieval system. Please visit us again.
Thanks, I'll eventually find one again, I'm sure. Yeah, like, I know running through the, like, you go to Dupree or anything like that, you'll find a ton of attachments there. I'm good. I would have been here sooner if I didn't realize you streamed. Yeah, I do. Here, 5 to 6 days a week. 8 hours. I stream full time. I've been playing since 4.1. Okay, gotcha. Gosh, what was the 4.1 update? I forgot. Was that the Valakar update? Can't remember. Hold on, I'm looking it up now because I can't remember. Star Citizen 4.1 update. I've seen you in Active's chat, but never knew you streamed. But I'm here now. I don't typically announce it on the self promo. You know. Do you have a 2 PC setup? Yes, I do. I have a I guess it kind of. I would show it off. My desk is kind of messy right now. But yeah, I have my gaming PC, my Beast, and then I got a gaming laptop that is the temporary streaming PC until I can build an official one. But the laptop's holding up pretty well, so yeah. Dual PC setup. How do you separate the audio tracks? So my mic uses Wavelength. It uses old software, the old Wavelength. Wavelength 3, 3.0 is coming out free for everyone. So if you want to use that, if you don't have a Elgato mic, you can. That's how I separate audio tracks. So your videos are played back on Twitch. Oh, for VODs? Like you like to make sure the audio track doesn't play music on the VOD. Is that what you're asking, Slowpoke? Trying to figure out. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Here, since I used to stream just on this PC, so my main setup was kind of already on here. So what you want to do, okay? Oh, no way. Is you want to go to music on my end so I can hear. So when you first want to do is you want to go to settings. What are you up to in the verse these days? Mainly just kind of PvP, doing some looting, all that until crafting comes out. Then once that comes out, I'll have to be a good org leader and go full send on a designated plan for our org. Patriot Industries. We're primarily crafting and mining and industry stuff. But for legendary, I hear you come to audio. What was it? It was output. Yeah, you need to be output, and then make sure you have Twitch VOD track uses track 2. So anything in track 2 is what goes to the VOD essentially. So you will have what you're sending out to currently to Twitch and the VOD track are essentially different. So you can choose different audio sources that you want and make sure the audio sources on track 2 are sent to the VOD. And then to make sure to check which ones you have being sent to track 2. You come here to you click the little gear icon in OBS. And here you can see your tracks. You see 1 through 6. There's 6 different tracks. And here, like for example, if I have music down here, like I like the music currently I'm playing. I am streaming I'm streaming to YouTube right now. I just have the music track on track 2 turned off. This helps me because if I do want to go download the VOD, I don't have any music in my VOD, so I don't have to like bleep out. I get to cut out audio for the whole entire video. You know, it helps out a lot. So I usually just download the VOD rather than just record the whole thing because I try to save as much PC usage as I can. So that's how you make sure like your VOD track, without music and all that. So what is your music on? My music is on track 2. So the way with Wavelength, I can have music tracks. So I can make my own tracks essentially. I have a music, like Spotify all operating on one thing. And then like I don't know how to show that right now because that's on my other PC. But essentially like game audio, that'd be like it'd be selecting the different audio tracks I want for that track essentially for the game. And I can just mute the game audio. I can mute the Discord audio because I can get a voice chat track, music track. Wavelength is a really good software. I would highly recommend it for anyone that wants to use like a audio system kind of. Well, I'm at work, so I'll hop in next time. I just realized I wanted to follow for the future since I realized you stream too. Understandable. Thank you for the follow. Hope we did. Good luck at work, sir. Does that kind of make sense? It's like I can customize my output tracks. So, use an example because Wavelength is open right now, so I could kind of show it up. I think. Let's change properties, maybe. Properties. So, that's the wrong one. Wavelength. Oh, I'll work on it later. But it's like it's kind of the same thing you'll see with the voice meter here. But with Wavelength is what I use. These are different tracks I can choose from. So it'd be like Elgato, or like it'll like say Wavelength dash game or Wavelength dash music. On the on my side, I can just make. No, they're 3.0. Their 3.0 version is free for everyone. Free works with most, if not every mic. Software is free. So in the past with Wavelength 2.0, you would have to have a wave supported object. Like I have a Wavelength mic. Why I currently use it. But they're making their 3.0 version free for all. Which is that live now? Yeah. This is the 3.0. It's the Wavelength 3.0 is free for all. So trying to figure out what's what, because that's I don't use this version, so I would need to learn this one because it's set up differently than what I'm used to. Yeah, there's probably videos out on it already. That's not my scene. So if you're wanting to deal with that, you can do that. That's an option I would do.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Superman. Did that make sense? I'm probably hoping I didn't explain it poorly just because I'm tired. I've been up since 2 p.m. Last night or yesterday, so I'm almost 24 hours deep, and I need sleep. So I'm like, I was gonna say if I crash or die one more time, I am probably gonna end stream for now. Take a nap. And then when my cat's ready, I can pick him up and then come back and maybe stream later tonight. No, that makes sense. I'm gonna download it later on today and check it out. Yeah. It's helped me out a lot, especially with like Discord. If I try to keep it family friendly around here, so like if people get a little bit like a little angry or whatever, I can mute chat if I want, or I can mute well, especially with the music side, I can mute. I can control the music on my stream a little easier. Especially. I'm just trying to think of another one that I use a lot. Oh, game audio too. I can adjust the volume, specifically the game audio versus voice chat, all that. It's pretty handy, pretty good tool. This Mustang's been here since earlier today. Apparently I've been hanging out on the server for a while, so. There you go. I really need to update mine to the 3.0 just so I can learn it, understand it a little bit better. Well, understand it in general. Mine, the one I have currently looks a lot different. I had them helping, I think operates a bit different too. Hoping not too different, because I don't want to learn to do a complete new audio setup. That'd be a bit rough.
Quantum drive is now.
Alright, boys. We start getting shot, which we most likely will. Am I seriously not eject? Why? That's not what I wanted. Frick. At this point, might as well just land.
Engines offline.
Ugh. Hey, caramba. Why is my eject not working? The strangest thing. Holy! That guy scared the crap out of me. Ah! What the frick? What the heck? Oh. What? Okay. That was odd, to say the least. Well, now my goal has changed a little.
Something more serious. Getting the right treatment has never been easier.
Got an accident inbound. It's a pretty big one. Team's dead in a white hat and glasses. Could you please contact the front desk?
Now I gotta go kill a guy. I just want to have a peaceful little, day looting, but no. Now I gotta change my whole game plan.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
I didn't want to do this. My hand was forced though.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
What the heck?
Thank you. Your insurance claim has been sent. Thank you. Please visit
I gotta get an A1 bomber. And I gotta freaking do that. If I don't kill him, then we gotta go inside.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
What the? But weird.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Who's that fish guy? I need his name. I mean, I have his name, but I need his name. I'm gonna put him on a kill list.
Vehicle selected.
Steady. I need you to add someone to the KOS list.
Please visit us again. Goodbye. Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
The frick?
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle selected. Stand by. Please visit us again.
Luckily for me, I know what side he was on, and if he's still there, I know where to aim. See, chat, I don't mind choosing the nuclear option, but at least I need a reason why. Now I have a reason why. I would use my A2, but my A2 is a little bit of a set orbit right now, I think, so. Don't want to call it in. A1, though, was deliverable, so. Should buy multiple A2s, so that'd be a good idea.
You are clear to launch.
Crusader Industries, a journey worth taking. Systems on. Shields off. Landing gear up. Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Now, hopefully, I don't get shot immediately by the station or by the facility.
Quantum travel.
If I don't, oh boy. Gee whiz, you know. I feel bad for that guy.
Quantum travel complete.
Why are there whole A's and B's down there? Actually, those might be, actually, I have no idea what they would be.
Shields on.
How many that kind of load up? 5?
Target friendly.
Oh. Oh. Little scurry. Woohoo! Backflips, boys! Backflips!
Target.
I think that's all of them. Where do I get them? And I need 3 of them. I think this one you can buy maybe at Lorville. I don't know. One of them.
Landing. Engines off.
You can also buy an A2, which has even bigger ones. Apparently there's like only like 4, but they also do the damage of like 4 of these, so. Just a casual bombing run, you know. You know how it is. Yeah, they might be purchasable at Lorville. If not Lorville, then Crusader. Or at Orson. Was it the A1? Yes, sir, it was the A1. Yep, that was my ship. Do money grind now? That's a good one.
I got you. Go, go. Laying down, covering fire. Can't stay here. Where the hell they go? Something's up. I need some more cover. Get to the bottom of it and let you know. Move out, find them. Yeah, keep moving. Tire yourself out. Laying down, covering fire.
Well, that was for earlier, bucko.
I got you. Go, go. Laying down, covering fire. Dodge all you want. This ends with you dead. Disgraceful. Letting him get away like
Just murders the man. Question is, did he have a bounty on his head?
letting him escape is unacceptable, damn it.
Something fish, I think. Nope. Oh well. Is the comm array down? Is that why? Didn't know that. I was fully prepared to get a crime staff for that. That's definitely going to be a good short, I think. That guy have anything to say about it? Nope.
Engine. Landing gear up. Attack on shields.
Evasive maneuvers. Ah. Yeah, Whiskey. The A1 Spirit is a phenomenal ship. Sure, you don't have any cargo capacity, but you got bombs.
Engines on.
Like,
Weapons off.
bombs, cargo, or if you buy an A2, both.
Quantum travel complete.
Fishman 9876. That's the guy. That's the guy we went to kill. If the A2 is in game, the A2 is in game. Yep, I own one. In game. It here. Whiskey. I don't know if you've seen this site yet, but I'll show it to you. Yes, yes, Whiskey is available to purchase in game. So this site is Cornerstone. This is the website I use. It's updated pretty regularly, pretty quickly too, from patch to patch. It's a community-made site, but yeah, obviously. Here there is a universal item finder, like shop-wise at least. But also works for ships specifically. So we can look up the A1. Okay, we're gonna look up the Spirit. How's Kitty? Kitty is currently at the vet getting some tests taken. Hope nothing serious because my family our family's kind of broke. So if it's something that needs like it's like cancer or something like that, then we're gonna probably have to end up putting him down. Or anything along those lines. That requires extra treatment that we can't afford, and honestly, will put him in more pain. Yeah, yeah. No, I haven't slept because first off, I couldn't sleep. Also, I was watching him before while we waited for the appointment. Actually, just has a tummy ache. It wasn't a tummy ache. It was Oh, one of the things was he was walking around in circles, um, which he never does. His legs were really weak all of a sudden, and he was acting like he was blind, like he ran face first into a wall multiple times. We put him to we put him in the bathroom, so 'cause that's where his bathroom is too, so he could find a way to the bathroom at least, or if he does use the restroom, it's not on carpet. Um, he was in there for a couple hours, and then we left him out, and he seemed to be better. He seemed like he was like not blind anymore. He was responsive. He was walking kind of normal-ish flow. Um, so we'll see. He's at the vet right now getting some tests done, and I've been up since 2 p.m. My time. It is currently 11:52 a.m. and I can't go to bed until the doctor calls because then I'll have to run over to the vet and get the results. So we had a lot of tests on our cat. Turns out he is just fat. So don't worry until you have to get the results. Yeah, I won't lie. Oreo is. I'll be honest with you. I'll be open and honest because I'm an honest cat. I had a really hard morning. Because his brother kind of had a random thing pop up, and we had to put him down almost a year ago, and old memories popped up, and I just automatically jumped to the worst conclusion, and I had a really hard and emotional morning this morning. So keep Oreo in your prayers. I would appreciate it, and also me too. So anyway, Cornerstone, baby. It's a great app, or it's a great website. Here I'll link this in chat because it is. You can look up ships, all that. Also, you can see rentable. The C1's rentable, A1's not. You can also click on the ship too. You can see where to buy it, how much it's for. Usually if it's a Louisville, it's like 5% off because of the resource drive, person one. So the ship store there has actually 5% off compared to every other ship store. What up, Nordic? I recommend this location. Well, it looks like you can buy one at ArcCorp or that's rent. You can only buy it at Orson, Cloud Center, whiskey. Wow, server. Holy. Because I crashed the server with that amount of bombs I dropped on that place. For the people just coming in to chat, I landed marathon in 5 minutes. Holy! That means I gotta like talk with you for 5 minutes and then you're gone. I'm kidding. Patrick says easy to do, especially when they're with our fur families. Yeah, Calgary. So catch you guys up to speed here. Just hopping in the chat. I went to Dupree, went for a girl, like just a calm looting run. As you can see, I'm in the A1 bomber. It became not calm because I landed, and the second I got out of my ship, this guy was like flashing me with the light, or his headlight, and I was like, "Yo!" I flashed back. I was like, "That guy's he invited me to party, so I'm guessing he just didn't want to shoot me on accident." And so I accept it, and then I was gonna go type in party chat and be like, "Yo, you scared the crap out of me." And as I'm typing that, he turns around and just empties a mag into me as I'm in my cat window, so I couldn't, fight back immediately. So we end up respawning because we died. I backspaced. We go back with A1 bomb, drop all the bombs just around the outside of the station of the facility, land up top. I know where the loot boxes are in there. So I waited and camped one of the loot box areas. And lo and behold, Buddy Boy came back. And let's just say I had to freaking jump on him because I know things. And I know where to hide. And he died from my hand. Don't kill me. I will come after you. One way or another. Anyway, this is a freaking roller coaster of emotions today. Went from sad to revenge to happy to sad. Like, bro, we're going all over the place. We're digging deep with the emotional well today. And also, I'm freaking tired, so we're just gonna loop you with it too. Every time. I used to have a list of names in previous MMOs. Yeah, what was it? Steady as like a member of our org. There's a full kill list. And we'll be adding another guy to the kill list. Alright, drug test done. Heck yeah. Did you pass or do you not know yet?
Shields on. Shields off.
Scratch the last one. People who killed me, people who camped, people who are armor offended. Okay, scratch the last one. Hey, yo, where's the station? Oh.
Shields on.
As long as my background comes back tomorrow, I will be putting my notice in tomorrow. Heck yeah, dude. All of anyone else not see the station? Is the comm tab working? If I did, it wasn't intentional. I feel like I just like walked upon or like flew upon the Death Star and be like, that's not a moon. You know? just gonna leave.
Shields off.
That's wild, dude. They legit told me I had to do the drug test and then proceed to warn me. Also, fair warning, we do not test for THC. I was like, okay, good to know. Tell them you have a 49-inch, then my area up. Oh boy. I love you guys. You guys are awesome, bro. To play a little soundbite. Hold on, let me join the Discord.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
To play a little soundbite. I'm just kidding, I won't do it. I won't do it. Promise. I won't do it. I don't want to ruin your day. I did. The lady didn't understand. She looked confused. I showed her, and she was even more confused. Fair enough. Fair enough. What is that guy's name again? Oh, of course. Ran away. Nah, anyone remember his name? By chance? It was like Fisherman something 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 and then there's something. You know? We're hooking up a guy's account. You guys ready to do that? So let's look up at Spectrum because I know Spectrum works. I know, guys, I'm not gonna report this guy most likely. But I'll just add him to a kill list. Nine. I'll look it up later. I'll look it up later. Say you all joke, but if you see the POV one single time, you'll all be hooked. I would be hooked, and then I realize, oh yeah, I'm bored. I'm poor. Not all of us can afford a 49-inch monitor. You get there. I don't know if I want to do a 49-inch. I feel like 49 inches, it's, you know, too wide. I didn't find it at full price. Them sales. The monitor I want to get, I think I've shut it off already. It's like QD OLED or whatever. Overwatch will probably look better on stream, too. All right, boys. We will be. Wait a minute. We will be right back. Actually, one second. I will spawn a dungeon for you boys before I walk away for a second. There's a dungeon. There's one. Join if you want to enter that. I'll leave the game for a little bit. Hear me. I'm back. All right. What'd I miss? I got 34 and I love it. 49 would be nice for immersion in SC, but I don't know if I would like it in other games. Want to know the craziest part? It doesn't work in most games still. 32.9 32.9 isn't widely supported. Why comment is that recently? One can hope, but honestly, I don't know. SC is my main game. Yeah, Vank. Yeah, Nordic. See the gift. I know what it is. Thank you for the welcome back, Whiskey. I have returned from the unknown. Like to report back and say, not much over there. I'm just kidding. The unknown was surprisingly known. No way to thunk it. All right, real quick, chat. We're gonna go back. Go Petty Man. So I'm trying to find the name of the guy who told me. So we fly in. I was planning on injecting and it just didn't work. I land, okay? I land. I get out. And he's right there. He was flashing me, doing the friendlies flash. And he's trying to like give me an invite to party. Who is his face? Fishman. That I is an L, I guarantee it. $98. Wait. What the frick? Where's this man? This man's an unknown. I'll say this image and I'll send it to. I'll put it in mod chat so Steady can figure out who it is if you wanted to. There you go. All right. These guys both. Okay, we're good. We're good. Oh, sorry. I'm tired, boys. I need to sleep, bro. Nordic, are you in game yet? He indeed is. Speaking of games, when's the update for DLC supposed to come out today? It is March 5th, 2026. Oh, in approximately 3 hours. I want it so bad. All that depends on how much it's going to be, though. Let's get out of here. But by the way, chat, when Oreo gets back, we have a cat cam ready to go.
Crusader Industries, a journey worth taking.
Systems on. Shields off. Shields on.
There's my hanger.
Landing gear down. Land complete.
Perfect. Perfect landing as always.
Quantum fuel 100%.
Yo, what's up, Tons? How's it going, sir? Yo, thank you for that follow, man. Appreciate it. What are you up to today in the verse? Or in general, I should say. It is pretty early in the day to play. Most people, at least. Oh yeah, I forgot about the bomb. Forgot about the bombs. But yeah, what are you up to, sir? 07s again.
Welcome to the ASOC.
Not even at the moment. Ran into one too many surveyors mid-mission. Fair. I had a server error earlier. Maybe 15 minutes ago. I'm wondering. They were police hotfix into live. Doesn't mean it won't cause other issues. We just got done killing a guy for killing me. We did come out on top, though. I didn't even loot him. I just thought about that. I didn't even loot him. I just killed him. Just murdered him in cold blood and just walked away. At least Joseph observed. True. That was enough vindication for me. Just steal all the stuff that I would have gotten. Oh well, mistakes were made. I will learn from them. Glad I came out on top, though. I need to buy more ammo, though, because I died with all my ammo on me. Might try to run an arms facility, honestly. Am I the only one that thinks that the alpha color, like matching, looks like Robin, like Robin's colors or whatever? It could be crazy. I'll admit that. Right now we're just kind of goofing off. I am waiting for a phone call, so. But when that phone call hits, we'll probably be ending the stream for a little bit at least. We'll see. My cat is currently in the vet, so I gotta go pick him up when he's done being in the vet. Eventually. How many cats do you have? I have one at the moment. Just good old Oreo. He had a brother. We had to get put down early last year. So it's just him and I at the moment. Let me see. I'm not necessarily a cat guy or a dog guy. I'm a more of a just whatever I have at the moment guy. Although I will say, whenever Oreo ends up passing, I'll probably be the last animal I have as a pet for a while. Do you have any pets yourself, Tons? By the way, am I saying your name right? Hope I am. Hate butchering people's names.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrievals. Please visit us again.
Wait, ASOP.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval
Wake up.
system.
Not officially, but I have had a litter of water rabbits who lost their mom. So I just permanently dwelled in my garden. Oh, I would count that as pets. But definitely unofficial pets would definitely be more the proper term, like you said.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Dad, do you know like half of his outfit's like worth like $5 billion? Think about that.
Welcome.
I sold a full Cardinal set, Overlord Cardinal set for 10 billion. It was a lot of money. And then I ended up with 40 billion for some reason. So. Oi. Stop, Steady. Yo, Steady, you want to see something funny? Hold on, we're gonna pause the music. All right, we're gonna go little show here. Yes, okay. Well, that's not it. Right. All right. So I load in. Okay, I load into the game. I'm gonna go to pre. I'm gonna go for a calm, relaxing looting run. Okay. And first off, I died, so I had to come back. Oh shoot, I was showing off OBS or something. So I get there. Okay, I land. I was initially like, if I got shot, like if I was getting like shot out of the sky, I was just gonna eject into the ground and hopefully I'd lived. Ejection didn't work, but I landed. Okay, I land right here and I hop out, and this guy is like behind me, like he like I heard him, turn his headlight on. He flashed at me, friendly flash. So I flashed back and all that, and he invites me to party. Okay, crucial part. Fisherman 90, this guy. He invites me to party. I accept party, so I don't get shot. All of that. I'm typing in the chat that he scared the crap out of me, and he goes to kill me. Okay, kind of a jerk move, and then he immediately leaves party. Still have his name though, because I have a VOD, brother. I have a VOD. You know that. And so I, decide and just respawn, and I call in a great ship for the scenario called A1. I proceed to bomb the entire area. Just a lot of bombs. Just tons of them. Just drop the entire payload. Just everything. And then so I didn't see that I killed him. I think that comms array was down. So even if I did kill him, I would have known. And so I'm like, well, I know there's a loot room inside. So I go run inside. And I get in there, I go to the loot room, and I'm like, he hasn't taken it yet. Let's just sit there. Because I heard him running around, and I heard gunfire. So I assumed it was him. We sit here, and I go in molded glass. Oh. And I'm like, I'm going to kill the guy now. Because it was the same dude. Justice served. Yay! Thought about teabagging, but I'm not that kind of guy. I just put bullets in the back of the head and I left. Didn't even loot the guy. Just left. Whistling the whole way out. So that was my day, Whiskey. That was my day, Steady. How was yours? I'm dead.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
I'm gonna run ASD. I'm tired. No, chat. I won't lie. We watched SCL. Did I understand any of it? No, I did not. How warm are your knees right now? The frick does that mean? I need translation to that one. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna translate that. Or if you don't want me to translate, if you don't want that translated, actually I should not get the translate. I'm not fucking okay. Yeah. I keep hearing sounds and I keep thinking it's Oreo.
All systems online.
You are clear to launch.
Guys, I wish I had more snow in my place. I want more snow. I like snow. I want the winter to feel like actual winter.
Thank you. And please visit.
Shields offline.
You say that you like snow until you get the buttload of it, like I do. Well, even then, I live in an apartment complex, so I don't have to do squat. And I work from home.
Drive is now on.
So I don't have to do squat. That's kind of the perfect setup, honestly. How you doing about 16 though? Hope you're doing well, man. Old story from Shenanigans in New York. I'll have to tell you sometime. Alright. I'm down for a good old listen.
Okay, hope you're ready to tackle this one. Just keep your head down and you should be able to get it sorted.
Engines offline. Online.
I'm not, but thank you. Extreme pain, something in my old body is broken. Well, that's not good. Why'd you go and break it? I don't want people here saying they're old. You're not old. You're just seasoned, a seasoned veteran. I'm about to fall asleep, bro. This is flying here, just flying manually. It's just not worth it. I'll take that. Yeah. 36 PvP missions. Oh, hey. I don't think it's anyone I know. Man, why is the contracts tab so broken at the moment? It's like I can't scroll. There we go. Let me scroll. Locate missing person. Fine. We'll you know what? We'll go find the missing person. Their family needs not retribution, but
So, not
they need.
the contract after all. Thanks for wasting my time.
Oh, boo-hoo. Go find some other chump to do your dirty work.
Auto-drive is now on.
That guy annoys the crap out of me. Reason I work with him.
Bogey.
I know that.
Shields online.
Die! Prospector, die! Oh, come on. I actually want to do that. I want to practice this. Come on. You're a kilometer away. Get back here. Come on. Get back here. Fine. I'll just shoot you normally.
Target destroyed.
The Scorpion's Gatlings overheat so fast now? Really? Palladium mold samples. What?
Shields hit.
Wait, did they nerf the Gatlings? Sorry, I got distracted. I'm also using breaknecks. For my Gatlings. It's not break. No.
Lock.
Yeah, I would recommend them if you're using MBDs. I would recommend them if you have size 4 weapons, if you're at this like a Hornet or whatever, use the breaknecks because the MBDs and the breaknecks have closer pips. You're not like wasting a bunch of ammo. Hey, I saw that skip. Get back here.
Target destroyed.
100% mantis are still on, but they're definitely nerfed the Scorpius. I don't know about Yellow Jackets. Okay. Oh, I'm moving. It's like, how is the dead ship moving? Found out why. I don't get why they would nerf the mantises. Are the mantises that broken?
Engines offline.
Guess I wouldn't know. I don't use mantises all that often. I think the only ship I have them on or have them put on is the Retaliator. All the turrets were size 3, so I made them all mantises. Now, what is this? They weren't ever broken, really. I mean, when 4.6 all and the ballistics were king, but other than the patch, okay. Like 50% faster overheat compared to mantis slash breakneck. Other than the patch, they haven't changed. Gotcha. No. Just the guy. Was the guy. Unfortunate, man. Rough. So this is a rough situation. Chat. I'll be real with you guys. I am incredibly tired and I need a nap. Like, I've been up since 2 p.m. yesterday and I just tired. How long have we been live? We've been live for 2 hours. Just because I haven't really done anything other than watch the SCL. I'll add an extra 2 hours onto the time. I'll add 2 hours back onto the subathon timer. Then we'll pause it. And I'm gonna end stream there for now. We'll take a nap, get my cat, and I'll make an announcement in the Discord whether I'll be going live later tonight or not. If we'll see, depending on the situation. So, if you're not part of the Discord and you want to join, there's that link for you guys. It's application based, so I will get to your application when I can, probably pretty quickly. Let's see. Who should I rate out? Anyone know who I should rate out to for the? Or should rate out to? Ooh, even Lease is online. Might rate out to him actually. Take care, bud. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. today's been just a hard day, a really long one. So I hope you guys understand. We'll be back tomorrow at. We'll be back tomorrow at some point. I don't know when though. And I promise you guys, I'll do a long stream for you guys. Had been the last day or so. I've been a lot last couple of days. So, much love, especially Slowpoke. I don't know if you're still here in chat. I am so thankful for that $100 dono. I really appreciate it. And not just you, but also everyone who's supported me with the subathon. They did that out of the timer route down there. You guys have gone crazy this past couple days, and we're day 4 into the subathon. So I'm honestly grateful every day for you guys, and you guys are just the only reason this is even it's possible for me. So I'm wildly appreciative of that. That being said, I hope everyone stays safe, stay healthy. We'll see you guys next time out here in the verse. And good night, everyone.